This Florida cooking segment is brought to you by Fresh from Florida. Remember, delicious is always served fresh from Florida.
Oh, here he is. Hey, Chef, I see something fried. What do we got going on here?
That's right, we got fresh from Florida chicken that we fried and we're served with corn and ricotta fritters. It's our take on chicken and waffles.
Here we go.
We're gonna show you how.
Bring it in here, bring it
Selfie.
in. Chef, I'm smelling the fryer. Something good's going down here today. I like what I see
That's
here.
Right. Yes, today we are going to be frying some fresh from Florida chicken.
I don't think a lot of people realize that Florida produces a lot of chicken, Chef.
Absolutely, yeah. Fresh from Florida chicken, it is awesome. It's free range. And when you're out there buying chicken, you should definitely look for it. And so what we're gonna do today is we're gonna do kind of my take on a Florida-style chicken and waffles.
Nice.
But we're not really making waffles. We're gonna make sweet corn and ricotta fritters. We're gonna make a little arugula salad, and then we're gonna serve it with some Florida cane syrup.
All right.
So let's do it.
Let's do it.
So we've got our chicken here, and these are chicken cutlets. What we have here is basically a little bit of flour and a little cornstarch, and then of course, I've seasoned it so that it has a good bit of flavor in it.
And that's a great tip I've learned from you, Chef, about using cornstarch, because it really does. It puts a nice crisp on it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, good tip.
Okay, so then we've also got our wet ingredients here. And this is a couple eggs, and then I'm using a little bit of buttermilk because I like the flavor of the buttermilk in my chicken, so we have buttermilk fried chicken. Okay, so if you remember, we're gonna do the wet hand, dry hand method. First, you're gonna take the chicken and you're gonna dab it on both sides in the flour. Then you're gonna dip it in the wet ingredients and then back into the dry.
Layers.
All right, and then it's gonna go into the fryer, but don't just drop it in there. Of course, you don't wanna splash and you don't want it to stick to the bottom. So you're gonna put it 3/4 of the way a little bit and then drop it and let it cook. Oh, no, stop. Just kidding, you're good.
Man, now you got me all nervous.
You're good.
I'm going dry
Dry,
here.
shake it off a little bit.
I'm going wet.
Sorry, let it drain. And then back into the dry, both sides, coated.
So, okay, here we go.
All right. There you go, in.
Release.
Beautiful. All right, so what I have here is I have my whole wheat pancake dough, but to that, we are going to add our Florida sweet corn. Yeah, and I'm just gonna go down and cut the kernels off. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of ricotta cheese to my mixture. This is gonna make it nice and moist as well.
You're putting ricotta cheese in the pancake batter mix.
Yep. So we're gonna go ahead and add our corn. I've also got some diced red pepper I'm gonna add. Some more color, some salt and pepper, of course.
Gotta have it.
I've got my pan over here on what?
Medium high.
Medium high.
Standard.
What else am I gonna add?
Olive oil.
Olive oil.
Can we pull these yet, or what do you think, man?
I think you could probably go ahead and pull them, yeah. Let me get your, I got this for you here to drain them onto. Beautiful, look at that. All right, let's get our fritters cooking, shall we? Okay, I'm gonna make sure my oil's kind of evenly in the pan.
This is fritter time.
Fritter time.
Oh, nice.
All right, Chad, so our fritters are starting to look good. Let me go ahead and flip these. Always flip away. So let's go ahead with our garnish here. I've got my awesome Florida arugula. And simply, I'm just gonna dress it with a little bit of lemon juice and a little bit of olive oil.
Nice.
Some salt and pepper.
And so this is, you're making a dressing here. Is that what you're doing?
Kind of like a little vinaigrette, but not even, because I'm not emulsifying. I'm just trying to get a little extra flavor and texture on these greens.
Yeah, it's not real heavy. It's not.
No, super light.
Yeah. Are we getting ready to plate something here?
I think we're ready to plate up here, Chad. I'm gonna put my fritters down first.
I think this is my favorite part, because this is where Chef gets to really kind of what we call hero out the dish.
All right, I'm gonna take my arugula.
You know, when talking to Chef often about these recipes, I'm like, well, have you ever cooked this? He's like, no, I cooked it in my head. You have the knowledge of food where you can just kind of think about something and then just cook it in your head and then make it a reality. This is pretty cool.
And now we're just gonna garnish this with a little Florida cane syrup.
Oh, wow. Is this how it was in your dream?
Yeah, it's looking just like it.
This is amazing.
Well, we got the savoriness of the fried chicken and the fritters that have the corn and the ricotta and the peppers, and then the little bit of sweetness that the cane sugar is gonna bring, and then it's gonna balance that out with the bitiness of the arugula and the lemon and the olive oil.
Great combination here, Chef.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward. Let's eat it, man.
Let's eat it.
This whole dish works. Tell them how they can get it.
That's right. Go to howtodoflorida.com.
Oh, man. It's chicken and waffles.
This Florida cooking segment was brought to you by Fresh from Florida. Remember, delicious is always served fresh from Florida.